Hey everybody. So, you remember my 98 Dodge Ram 1500 3/4 ton? Last summer we rebuilt the front end, put a used engine in it, stereo system and power seats, a new PCM, well, a used updated PCM to get the ABS light to turn off. I'm not saying that's going to fix everybody's problem, but it fixed mine. Well, she's getting a couple more upgrades. I was given a Cummins 12 valve out of a backhoe, and it was in a fire. Um, so we're going to get that engine here, and then we're going to tear into it a little bit and see what needs to be replaced, other than what I could see in the pictures, which was valve covers. So she's getting a 12 valve. I have to do a little bit more research, but I think the transmission I want to go with is the Allison 1000, which is a 6 speed, and I believe it's hydraulic shift, which I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I still have to look into it a little more, but that's what I want to put in this. If not, then I'll get another like Allison transmission and do an MP 205 transfer case or something like that. But so the 3/4 ton truck upgrades is going to be diesel. Uh, Hopefully the Allison 1000. We're gonna get new springs. Oh, there we go. From a Ram 2500 diesel. See, 1500. Oops, 8 lug. So the backstory on this truck. This is the first truck I ever bought off the lot by myself. And then I traded it for a Nissan pickup. And I ended up selling the Nissan pickup and a chainsaw because I didn't want my wife and daughter driving over a mountain during the wintertime. So I sold the truck and the chainsaw to buy them a plane ticket to fly. So it'd be a lot safer. And the lady that I traded, she got her diesel pickup fixed and sold me this back for $1,600. Then that's when we put the new engine in it, rebuilt the front end, new speed sensor. We put in a body lift on it, 37s, which I actually want to go up to 40s. What I want. I don't know if I'll be able to get there, but I also did find a set of 39 and a half IROCs. Well, that'd be okay, right? 39s? Yeah. And then I also found a set of 38s that I might be putting on this. I mean, they're not much bigger, but they're a little bit. Um, so I'm going to be doing or making my own diesel fuel. And Anthony Cook, 27 on TikTok. First time I've ever saw his videos. It was on Facebook Reel. I found him on TikTok, sent him a message, and then he was able, or he sent me a link to his YouTube channel, which is freaking phenomenal, um, to show me how to start creating all this fuel because, you know, we have a real bulldozer. It's a 1965 JI case with the 3.1. We have to rebuild the engine in it. So stay tuned for that. It's the first time I'm going to be rebuilding a diesel. And then for this one, the other cool thing that this thing is getting is it's getting Nerf bars right there, but they're electric. So when you open the door, they will come down 11 to 13 inches. Um, and then on the I'm actually going to be putting in buttons so when you hit it, it'll bring it back up with you standing on it. And the reason why I am doing that is because my wife was in a car accident a few years ago and she can't get into this. I'm kind of like, cool, my wife can't drive my truck. But yet, when I start making my own fuel, she'll be able to take my truck and go places, and it's not going to cost me an arm and a leg to fuel it. So I have a feeling I'm going to lose my truck for a little while. again. But anyways, that's what's going on with this truck, and I really can't wait to get that Cummins. I'm not driving this right now because I still need to get the rims and tires switched over to my aluminum rims, which I like a lot better, and I need to have the alignment done, these balanced, and get tabs. So it's just basically sitting here in my driveway. I started up, and then after the diesel is installed, I've got to take it to Car Toys and have them reset my remote start. So there's like a 20 or 30-second delay for the intake heater on the Cummins, and then this thing will start up. I could research it, but I don't want to. I installed the the remote start system back in like 2012, and it has been phenomenal. Um, so I'm just gonna have them reprogram it for me. I think it's still made actually. Remote start. It's an Avital 45 something, but it works great for this. But yeah, no, this truck has been awesome. It's only left me completely stranded twice. Uh, Most of the time it was out of like my own fault. I didn't put enough gas in it, and I was trying to make it back out to the ranch that I was staying on because I had gas out there and ran it completely empty. And then when I was out there on the ranch, I got home. I turned my truck off, went back out like a few hours later, and it just cranked. So the timing chain jumped. I went down to the to Napa, got a whole new timing chain, oil pump, water pump, all that good stuff. Did it all at once. Truck fired up and just ran forever. And then when the transmission was going out the first time, it just sounded like a chain link rubbing a stick along a chain link fence. So I had it tore down, custom built because it has a 47RE, and I got the parts and the shaft out of the diesel 47RE and had the transmission custom built. And then I put in a different torque converter for pulling, and that transmission didn't last long. I think I got 20,000 miles out of it. I know everybody's saying, oh, it's a typical Dodge, blah, blah, blah. But the guy that I paid like $6,000 to build my transmission did it wrong. I know. That's not just me saying that because I don't mess with transmissions. I don't have any interest in building transmissions. So what I did is I dropped it and I took it up to a transmission shop, and they pulled it all apart, and they gave me this list of pretty much everything he did wrong. I was like, holy crap, that's that's a lot. But yet I don't I don't know enough about transmissions, so I'm just like, whatever. And then I got the transmission that's in it from streetsmart.com. Phenomenal company. I like them a lot. Really good for transmissions. If you need them, check them out. Sorry, we're our hot water heater went out, so I'm waiting for the guy to show up. But that's what's going on with the Dodge. So stay tuned for the 12 valve and making my own fuel, and then the bulldozer engine rebuild, because we're also going to be making fuel for that. So it is less operation cost in it. So as much as we can get the fuel bill down, the more money we can make with it. Well, at least that's the goal. But yeah, stay tuned for this swap. I will end up changing out my front and rear axle. I don't know if I'm going Dodge or Ford yet. I'm gonna go with whatever is available. Like I did this. This is the half ton front end, but I put the wheel bearings from a 95 or a 96 light duty 3/4 ton, so I could run the 8 lug to match the the rear end, because that came out of like I think it was a 95 light duty 3/4 ton. And that's how I was able to get my truck to be a 3/4 ton. But yeah, stay tuned, and there's going to be a lot of stuff happening um, here in the spring. So maybe 2 engine rebuilds. I don't know if I'm going to have to rebuild that 12 valve. I don't know, but we'll find out together, and then we will start rebuilding the bulldozer and getting it running and up and going and having some fun with it. All right, have a good one, everybody.